Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who were well and teach our sound doctrine, and peace and blessings to the elect. Now, you know, this is gonna be quick. With this precept that I was meditating on, Romans 15:4 for the but whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Just like there's many lessons and many things in the scriptures. Whether it be advice, prophecy, and all things written prophetically that we look to. And something that I was really meditating on was the brother Bakar Math was doing a lesson, and he was going into really the missiles. Now, like I said, I'm gonna make this quick. I'll just jump over to the. I can't remember what precept he uses, but this precept just came to my mind. Yeah, I believe it's Isaiah 7, the 7th chapter, either 5th or the 7th chapter, penned. Boom. Salakia. Okay, yeah, I found the precept Isaiah 5:28. Um, just 28. I just want to get straight to the point. Alright, yeah, I'll just start 28. This is Isaiah 5:28. Whose arrows are sharp and all their bows bent. And something to take note of this is when you actually launch a missile out of the silo, it doesn't really go straight. It don't go like say straight up or like straight horizontally. It goes like it's at an angle. It goes up at an angle because to go to really go to the place that it's projected to, because you gotta take it like this. If it went up straight, all the way straight, it really wouldn't be going to anywhere. It'll just be going to the towards the firmament. Or if it went horizontally, again, it really wouldn't be going anywhere. It would just happen that both they would eventually drop, but it wouldn't be targeted. It wouldn't be targeted. You know, what's that word? What's that word? Salakia. It's gone. Uh, wouldn't be targeted. Basically, what they wouldn't be targeting properly, because you gotta take into account, if if they don't launch it at an angle, then like the Bill car Amal said, there's something called gravity. That thing will just drop. But since they're launching it at an angle, because they know that it has to cover a certain distance and it has to get somewhere, so by launching it that way, it ensures that it reaches. Because it wouldn't work if if it was just going straight, because it would go against gravity. Then their horses' hoofs shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring shall be like a lion, they shall roar like young lions. Because when you launch these things, they make noise like you can hear them when they're going up in the sky, because they're going so fast that they have to make a noise as soon as they go up. Just like when you fly a jet, the jet moves so fast it has to make a noise. What they say, it says that it breaks the sound barrier or something, that you can sometimes see like sound waves. What I can't remember. I think it's sound waves that they say. Um, end up moving so fast. So you gotta imagine that these missiles are programmed, and they're programmed to go somewhere, and they they were created to really get there as fast as they can. let me continue. Shall be calm like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roar, Salakia. Their yeah. Let me just reread this. Their roaring shall be like a lion. They shall roar like young lions. Yea, they shall roar and lay hold of the prey, and shall carry it away, and none shall deliver it. And this really has the point that I was really talking about. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one look unto the land, behold darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in in the heavens thereof. Now you gotta take into account that there's gonna be so many missiles going over there to the land of Babylon because it's prophesied that they're going to be destroyed, via thermonuclear fire, and you know, it's going to be it's going to be a it's going to be a whole lot of nations against it, man. Russia, of course, is going to be leading the charge. Russia going to be that bear, but just like in the time of the Spartans, this is what I was really meditating on. When he was really going into the missiles and then being able to blot out the sun. So in the time of the Spartans, there's a scene in the movie 300. So when they were versing, the Persians, um, I believe it was Hot Gates. It was the first battle that took place, and the Persians came, and they actually shot so many arrows that it ended up blotting out the sun. And although, and if I'm not mistaken, that's actually supposed to be accurate. If I'm not mistaken, so you gotta take into account that these ICBM missiles that are really, well, it's in the name. They going from continent to a different continent. They're going to be. You gotta imagine that if there's like a whole load of them, and well, just like you said, just like you know, the sun's really hot, and then you go under the tree for shade, and it's obviously a bit dark under there. It's a bit cool. That's what it's gonna be like when there's a whole load of missiles. Except it ain't gonna be cool for that long, cause when it hits, it's gonna be cooked. People. If you're not the elect, you're gonna roast. I'm just being straight up, man. But anyway, like I was saying, just like those arrows blot out the sun back then, and you seen how many they were. Well, obviously, I don't mean literally see, but I'm just saying that you can imagine how many they were. Just like you're gonna have all these, you're gonna have all these what do you call it, missiles that are gonna that are gonna be in a similar way, kind of make it dark for them because you got so many, like for example, you got so many over one state. There's it's gonna result in there being at least a shade or something. When there's a shade, it gets a bit darker, and that's what I was really thinking of. Like, wow, like the scripture says, there's nothing new under the sun. Yeah, but that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, I was just closing out there and closing out and go out praise and glory to you out Bashim Yahshua Bashim Kakadash. Till next time, Salawam.